No talk, it's action time. If you're not ready for the revolution, step to the side and go home before we beat your ass. You don't know. Let our science. All right, and welcome back to the Mental Science Ministries Reasoning and Fellowship Show via Omega FM Radio.co.uk, aka 104.1 FM, and also on YouTube and Instagram Live. If you want to see High Priest Amun L live and direct in 4K vision, all you have to do is go onto YouTube, type in YouTube search engine Amun L, and you'll see High Priest Amun L's YouTube channel. Smash the red button that says subscribe, click the bell icon, and you'll see High Priest Amun L live and direct, dropping new content. We got the Revolution track, what you just heard, is out now on all streaming platforms. It's looking like Tottenham are smashing Crystal Palace. Good London derby, that's what we want. You can listen to this tune, put it on your playlist on Spotify or Apple Music. You can also support by buying the CD, the mixtape. Now, the High Priest, someone else got a question. Do you want High Priest, someone else to release vinyls from now on? Because people are now saying that vinyls are doing better than CD right now. Now, I get it. See, vinyl is better, 100%. You follow that. Vinyl's 100% better. Shout out to Kaz on the Instagram. Shout out to everybody that's tuned into Omega FM Radio.co.uk, aka 104.1 FM. Also, High Priest someone else on Instagram. Type in Instagram high_priest_720. Shout out to Ryan Saunders. And yeah, you can see High Priest someone else live. Like what we're saying, CDs are below vinyl right now. And vinyl is catching up with streaming. Shout out to Spiraling Moon. And we're thinking, like, we can still push CDs. Don't get me wrong. CD is High Priest someone else can still push them. But we're saying to add to the collection in terms of the Metal Science merchandise products, we're thinking of starting to release in maybe 7 inch edition of any new project that's coming out. So, for example, the Revolution project, we might release a 7 inch if the numbers are right. Because remember, it costs a lot of money, especially. It's not looking good, man. It's not looking good from Uncle Man. I need you, Uncle Man. Anyway, it's expensive just to master in Abbey Road Studios. Talkless cutting a vinyl as a vinyl master. You follow that? Not no WAV master or digital master. We're talking about the real deal, the real thing. Man is putting wax, yeah, mastering on wax. You get me? That master will be in like a glass. That's like a trophy. You get me? The real thing. We're not talking real to real. We're just talking about the vinyl master. So anyway, that's what we're saying. So that's what we're aiming to do now from now on in 2023. We've already moved on from Revolution project that just came out not even a couple of weeks ago, like 2 weeks ago. Kaz is saying, "Hey, I'm not at home yet, so my signal not great. I will definitely catch you when I'm back in Vo." Yeah, peace, Kaz, no problem. So yeah, that's what we're saying. Like we wanna make vinyls now, because like what we said, it's trending. It makes sense. And people are collecting vinyls, but it'll more or less be a 7 inch. So i.e., it'll be like 5 minutes each side. You get me? And there's more again, like just to do it. Even High Priest Amun can play the vinyl in the radio because we got the decks here. So it's all good. That's what we're saying. Like, forget about this. Like, the CD will be there, but the vinyl is gonna be an extra edition, and it'll be limited edition as well. So let's say we'll start off. We'll print out maybe 20 to 50 vinyls, and that's it. You get me, for that project. After those vinyls are sold, that's it. It's not coming out again, and we're just moving on to the next project. Maybe we'll do a compilation at the end of the year, like the greatest hits. You know what I mean, of all the songs that we did in 2023. But right now, we've got one song coming out, which is called "Turn Up and Dance," and it's like a Afro, like a I can't even say the name, but it's like a different kind of Afro beat. It's a house Afro beat, and that's what's coming out soon. Like, we got that in the pipeline. We've already recorded like the beat, my vocals. We got our disciple all the way in Nigeria that we're gonna hopefully try and sort it out. But like what we said, we just got a text or something saying that it might be techie, this situation. Okay, so yeah, it's all good. It's all good. Yeah, it's all good. No problem, Uncle. No problem, Uncle. Because it's techie, man. It's techie. You get me? Like, to send money to Nigeria is the most techie way. Like, you can't send it direct. You need to know someone that has a Nigerian bank account to send money to Nigeria, because Nigeria messed up themselves. They want to do fraud. They want to keep doing all of this stuff. And now, the World Bank has banned them. Even Western Union don't want nothing to do with Nigeria. And they send money to anywhere. Anywhere. You can even send money to hell through Western Union, and then making sure that person in hell is getting that paper. But for Nigeria, it's a no-no. They're like, nope, we're not getting involved with Nigeria. Too many cases in that. So that's the problem. You get me? Like, I want to help my brothers and sisters in Nigeria, but you cannot send that money to Nigeria easily. Like I said, you have to go to like someone who knows someone who has a bank account, a Nigerian bank account, to send them money. Like, the real currency, they say, like right now, the currency in Nigeria to the pound is 540 naira to the pound. But that's not the real currency. The real currency is more or less £1 equals 900 naira. You get me? That's how bad our currency is gone. You get me? But it's neither here or there. Anyway, what we're saying is now, yeah, the time is 9:18. With this revolution project, we're still waiting on this Negro to finish it, because we got a music video that we did in 2022, and it still has not been edited, and I'm getting kind of frustrated now, because like I said, I want to help my brothers, but they're just slacking. And 2022 and 2023 completely different. What happened in 2023 is 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 buried. Hold on. Peace. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Yeah. Listen, what you're saying about the semi-Western Union, I come and live area to know Nigerian news, because I watch most of the news from there. TVC never said anything about it. Arise News never said, or none of the other major channels. I'm from Lagos. The first time I'm hearing Western Union don't want to do with Nigeria. I don't think they should be partial or such, because as you say, they can send money anywhere in the world. So, and as you know, we have to be careful when we're saying these things, because there's money laundering. You don't know what sources it's from, whether it's prostitution, whether it's drug dealing. I don't even need to say anymore. I think you got the drift of what I'm trying to say. And most of your listeners, So they shouldn't be too partial. I can't see how MoneyGram and Western Union don't want to deal with Nigeria. There's no partiality to their business because they don't have control to where the source of the money is coming from. You know.
No, I hear that, but it's like it's difficult. Like I'm talking as a consumer or like a business to consumer level. Like I just want to send money to my cousins or to the people. Like, go
But
on.
then the scientists, if they've got an English account, I mean, I do it with my family, my siblings. I mean, you could do it family to family, it's obviously easy. If they got an English account, you could transfer money through the app. You don't have to go through middle people or anybody like that. You can send money direct to them. Yeah. They receive immediately. You know, if you do it through the internet, whatever sources that's available. You know, cut out the middleman. I mean, I had a bad experience a couple of weeks ago. I sent money to my dad, and the sister-in-law was saying to me, "Oh, Dad, somebody's going to take they're going to take so much percentage." I'd rather not have that because I promised the man to send him certain amount, and I want him to get that amount. I don't want no middleman involved. In the end, I did it by my brother, so he took it to our father. You know, it's easier like that. You know, there are many ways, to skin the cat, many ways to do this. Always trying to find the best ways,
No, I hear you, King. Like I said, like my uncle, I usually go through him to send money. Yeah, because like I said, like the people that I'm trying to send money in Nigeria, they don't have an English bank account. They only got Nigerian bank account, and it's like when I did it through Western Union one time, it's like they don't like you have to have like a business account in Nigeria to receive the money. It can't just be like a personal account. You follow that? Like they don't. They're only sending dollars. You get me? You have to be on a certain level. Like not go on.
And this is what's destroying our economic as well. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we generate enough money there. I think so much. You say you send money, I send money. I mean, many other people, not just only us, black race generally. You know what I'm saying? But Western Union, the MoneyGram, I think they're not. To be honest with you, I wouldn't want to use neither service. To be honest, because the profit that they make from all this money. So you can't ban a specific country from doing business with them. They're not in a position to do that. They don't know the source of the source of the gain of the money. The monetary system is really, really funny and dodgy. The dirty money, there's clean money, and this whatever other names you want to call them, is the source of monetary. So we have to be careful.
Yeah, but
also the MoneyGram and the Western Union. I rather send money direct. It's easier.
Yeah, but hold up. Like I said, King, I don't think it's Western Union and MoneyGram like being partial. It's more like a World Bank issue with Nigeria. You get me? You know what I mean? And like what I said, I just told you. If you go online, like for example, I'm on XE currency, and they're saying that £1 equals 540 naira, but the real price if you go to the Hausa man in Nigeria is about 850 to 900 naira to the pound.
Exactly. So you have to shop around. Well, you have to shop around. You have to find the best dealer. It's not really good for our economy. Doing that. So there's going to be a balance between Because I remember one in the 80s, the naira was 1-to-1. Due to Nigeria not producing anything, they rely too much reliance on oil. They've never really boosted. They never find any other alternative in order to keep in flow with that. But I suppose that's the way it is. The dollars and the pounds are the people that control that. There's the money system that controls most of the world. It's under that, the naira, whether it's the naira, the shekels, or whatever you call it. It's under that modality. So we have to be careful. So to develop your economy, you don't need, all this money. Like you say you could go to one lender, they give you more than other lenders. It's going to be equal parity. But I suppose that's the way the business is. You get more with one people, and other people you get less. No,
100%.
Okay.
No worries, King. Thank you.
Thank you. All right.
Yeah, peace. Yeah. So again, thank you, Ade from Hendon, for your offering contribution to the show. Yeah, like I was saying, it's just difficult, man. Like it's only Nigeria, no other country is like that. Easy things, man can just send the money, like and no hassle. I don't even think there's a Western Union anymore in Nigeria. I haven't been there. Last time I've been Nigeria was like almost 4 years ago, before lockdown and that. That's when I went Nigeria, 2019, and that was because of something happened, and I wanted to see what it's saying, like Nigeria, and there was no opportunity. But anyway, so yeah, so now, okay, we're in 2023, and I pre someone out has realized that what he's been doing so long has got to the point where he's no longer a normal human being. You follow that, and what does that mean? It means that he has to be careful in what he's doing, and be careful with the people that he's associated with him with. He associates himself, because it's not right what's going on. And High Priest someone else is in a position where he's in the public eye. And like what we said, oh my God, Tottenham are smashing Crystal Palace, 3-0, They know that they had to do that as well. Or else the man them will be screaming and fuming, 3-0, they're getting smashed. Tottenham are smashing Crystal Palace 3-0, which is good. That's what we're saying. Anyway, so um, what we realized in 2022, that we cannot be doing foolishness and making mistakes that can cost us our life. You feel that? Like, especially High Priest someone else in the public eye. Like, it's quick to get cancelled. And we're not saying that we need people, We don't need people. We're just saying that it's better, to hold your position instead of like abuse your power and then now suffer the consequences of it. You follow that? Because there's certain man, that have got to where they've got to, and it can all go in a second because they don't know how to balance themselves or play the rules to the game. You follow that? And then get red carded. And then it becomes now, oh, they're mashed because of that. So what we're saying is, like, you see, like how Uncle says, think before you think before you think. Think of your actions. Don't be thinking about fish actions. I never said don't think about self. I said don't think about selfish actions. You follow that? If it's only benefiting you and it's not benefiting everybody, it's not worth it. You follow that? Because like what we said today, we almost got in trouble at work because we're thinking about ourselves. You get me? And then obviously, like what we said, we told the truth. And then the guy was like, okay, cool. You know what I mean? And we showed him, oh, why, like, you need High Priest someone else. You get me? And why High Priest someone else needs you, obviously, to get paid. But you get me? Like, you just got to be diligent. You know what I mean? And not take the mick out of certain situation. You get me? So, like I said, I learned today. Tomorrow, I'll come more correct. You get me? Like, I wish I can find a substitute for that problem or the solution, but there is a solution. But it's just like, you know what I mean? Like, you get me? I wish I could sort it out, but it's only temporary. Got what? Tomorrow, Friday, and then it's weekend, and then hopefully there'll be a next job next week, a better job. It's only for now. So yeah. So now it's 9:29. All right. Now we have an update, a serious update. We have a event, a show on the 9th of February. The 9th of February 2023. High Priest Amun has a new show, a new showcase, a new event, a new gig. And this is a Metal Science Ministries event. So you know it's going to be lit already. And it's called the Revolution Concert. You follow that? to go with this project that we're doing dealing with the revolution. Okay, if you've seen our events previously in 2022, the Return of the Freedom Party, Fight for Freedom Party, and Stop the Violence concert. You know that it was all lit. You follow that? There's all oh my days, 4-0 yet. 4-0 you know. I need to know who's scoring these goals, bro. It's peak, man. It's peak. Man said Harry Kane scored 2 goals and Matt Doherty scored 3 goals so far. And then I know there's a next goal, 4-0, but that is it's loaded. So at least I get to watch that later on when after the radio. So I'm happy about that one. So yeah, so we got a event. Also featuring in this event is Empress I Clear or Empress I Clear. Yeah, and we are honored that Empress I Clear wants to be involved in this event, and she's on Monday from 2 to 4. So make sure you check her out with her high vibration goddess energy, and that's real talk. We be real. It's not a joke. Also, I think Lady M should be helping or be there as well, but more behind the scenes. You get me? Cause Lady M was more behind the scenes with all High Priest Someone Else events. Yeah, and that's why we love her. And Lady M is always behind the scenes. You think just because she's not on online, on the radio, on air, she's not doing other things for the radio. You get me? She's just bossed up, that's all. She's no more, you get me, on the tools. She's you get me? She's not touching the tools no more, i.e., the microphone and the mixer. She's beyond that. You follow that. So that's what we're saying. Um, yeah, she's more on the managing thing now. You get me? Like again, like she's beyond the tools now. She can always come back when she wants, but you get me? Like at the moment, she's doing boss stuff right now. You know what I mean? But anyway, yeah. So we got this event on the 9th of February. So that's in about, let's say, a month's time. It's going to be on a Thursday. It's going to be from 7 o'clock to 2 o'clock in the morning or 1 o'clock, depending on how people are feeling. To be honest, I'd rather be 1 o'clock because I pre someone else knows he probably might have work the next day. It's going to be mash up. You know what I mean? Like, and 1 o'clock is all right. Who knows? And like, we're just getting it started. We're gonna print out a flyer soon. You'll see it in the office or in in the headquarters in Omega. It'll be all online, and we're gonna have quite a lot of acts. To be honest, we're looking at about 8 or 9 acts, including High Priest Someone Else. We've got so far that's confirmed. It's Fire of Truth, Empress I Clear, Raouf, um, High Priestess. Who else? New Free. Um, yeah, so that's about 5 so far, and then some 2 other guys that we met before, and then some new guy. But yeah, by once the flyer is printed, then you know the full lineup. But it's gonna be a lot of people. We're probably gonna have an open mic too. I pre someone else gonna surprise you as well in this event. It's gonna come with a new look, and it's gonna be crazy. So I hope you can turn up to this event and support it. You know what I mean? Because like what we're saying, like we're doing it for the community, and it's a high vibration. You can purchase tickets soon on the website metascienceministries.co.uk. Hold on. yeah, you can purchase tickets soon once the website, or not, the website is live already, but we're saying peace. We're saying once we've got the um the flyer, you can purchase tickets, and it'll just be more or less £10 for a ticket online. And yeah, that's it. That's it, really. So we're gonna have fun, like what we said. We've got footage. It's on a Thursday, and we're gonna try and do it every 6 weeks. An event, just kickstart it, like what we said. We're not playing this year. If we don't bust, if we don't make it, like we're going home. You get me? Like we're quitting everything, radio, all of that. Because like we've been doing this for a very long time. The radio now, we're coming up to 3 years, non-stop. You get me? Consistency. Only time I pre someone else not on the radio is when he's on holiday or if Babylon's got it. It's one or the other. And that's just the realness. You get me? But we're here tonight and we give thanks and praises to the Most High that we're here tonight and are able to deliver our messages. If there's any questions you want to ask High Priest someone else, feel free. You can call 0753-996-8143 or text 0753-996-8143. So yeah, so the highlights for tonight is but we've got the Revolution music out now, or soundtrack out now on all streaming platforms. Check out metasigindustries.co.uk for the mixtape. We got the Revolution concert on the 9th of February in Camden High Street, Kiss the Sky Bar. We will start at 7 and finish at 1 in the morning. If you're an artist and you would like to perform at this event, i.e., you do music or you do spoken word, feel free again to call 0753-996-8143 or text 0753-996-8143. Let your people know that this event is a community event and that it's going to be good. What else? Yeah, so that's it really. We might do a little freestyle later on after when the show comes to an end. And yeah, man, just you get me, just stay tight, just keep believing in yourself in these times. There's always a way, never be in doubt. And also keep working hard, or not working hard, keep working smart, keep evolving. Don't be stagnant in this thing, because when you're stagnant you become stale. And who likes stale bread? Who likes that bread that's looking like that turns blue? You get me? Some men are that. You get me? Because they're just being stagnant or stale. We have to keep switching up, reinventing ourselves, doing different things, coming with different strategies. So, like what we said, we're gonna start using vinyl, or we're gonna start producing vinyls as limited edition for our projects. So that's coming in the future in 2023. That's the aim. What else? So Rishi Sunak saying that he wants, I think, maths to be a compulsory subject until you're 18. Like I get it. He's a economist and a businessman. You know what I mean? I mean, maths is deeper than that, but like people are saying, oh, like who wants to be a teacher, who wants to be a maths teacher, who even has the qualifications to be a maths teacher. You follow that? Like, I mean, High Priest has what? High Priest is, you get me, it's a bit techie for him to do that. Like, if High Priest was a maths teacher, it'd be peak still, because I'll be coming with that chemic um, mathematics. Yeah, that Egyptian mathematics. You get me? I'll be saying, when man are talking about trigonometry, and then we're in the classroom with with the children, especially the black children, I'll be like, listen, like any of them black children that are making noise and disrupting the class, I'll be like, listen, you see this maths? This come from your ancestors, you know. Yeah, all this trigonometry, that's a black man science. You follow that? That ain't no white man thing. Why when they say Pythagoras theorem, yeah, that's, you get me, the white man stealing our thing, our knowledge, and naming it their thing. You get me? That's how I break it down in the classroom to the black children, so they understand why maths is so important, because it's part of us. We made it. You get me? You don't see no pyramids in any other place but in Africa and maybe in America. And remember, the Native Americans were black people. You get me? They weren't like there was Indians, like let's say 9 ether beings with 6 ether hair, and then there was also 9 ether beings with 9 ether hair, i.e. the afro and all of that. You get me? But we're saying, if Rishi Sunak wants a solution, I pre someone else more than welcome, more than happy to be teaching mathematics to the students. But like what we said, it's a bit techie. But like what we said, we can make it happen and we'll do a good job. We got an A in GCSE for mathematics. The A level maybe weren't so great, but you get me, we got the degree which makes up for it in engineering, which is all about mathematics. So we already know like the Pythagoras, the trigonometry, the calculus. You get me? The deep mathematics. Not no business, 1 + 1 = 2 or 3 × 4. No, we're beyond that. You get me? But yeah, so that will be the solution. I mean, he's already talking about the NHS. He's gonna make it virtual and AI and this and that and that and this. Like we already knew it's coming. Like this guy, he's a businessman. He's an economist. What his job is all about is about managing the money, making sure the money is spent right, making sure it's efficient and economical, each decision he makes. You follow that? And the people screaming about NHS that they're not getting paid, do you think they care? They've already told you that they're rolling out virtual appointments, virtual hospitals. You get me? Everything's going to be all online. Eventually, you might even have the chip to make sure that you're sticking to your prescription. You follow that? Or you have the chip to make sure that you're not doing anything bad in terms of like consuming, let's say, food that will give you high cholesterol, or smoking, etc., etc. They're going to micromanage us with this NHS, because like what we said, the people that are screaming and shouting and protesting, like they're already prepared for you. They've been they've been waiting for you to do this, because they already know what time it is. They know that that's done. You get me? That era of people is done. We're already in the 21st century. We're in 2023, and they're getting ready. They're not even getting ready. They already have the technology to replace human being. It's there already. I pre someone went to a Tesco around Christmas time, and it's a big Tesco. It's a legendary Tesco. Tesco in not Shepherd's Bush, but in Hammersmith. Big Tesco, Brook Green. And if you go into that Tesco, back in the day, before the computer was powerful, the whole shop would just have cashier or shopkeeper. Now when it was 2022, that shop was like, let's say, 80% machine, 20% people or cashier or shopkeeper. You follow that? And it's like, when I spoke to one of the workers, I'm like, oh, there's more machine than man. Like they're trying to replace you. And the guy was like, oh, you get me, like laughing frantically, like, oh, like don't say that. Like, you know what I mean? Like there's always jobs. But the reality is, like what we said, everything is becoming AI, artificial intelligence. Even the other day, my brethren was saying that the AI was like a medium or like a psychic. Now there's apps online, but you can get your horoscope. The computer tells you your life, and it's very accurate. And you're like, how the hell does the computer know that? And this is what we're saying. Like the computer or the AI is so advanced that it's even tapping into the most high. That's how advanced the AI is right now. But it's even got a spiritual element to it. And you think humans are gonna survive? I mean, look, at the end of the day, we're in control, but most people have submitted to the AI already and worship the AI like it's their god and idolize it. You follow that. Anybody that is on this technology thing, you idolize the technology. Because if you were again in somewhere like in Africa or somewhere where there is remote and there's no signal, there's no electricity, how many people are going to survive? Maybe the older generation, yes, they will survive because they were born without technology, so they already know how life was without the technology. But my generation and later, they were born with the technology, so they don't know what life is like without technology. They will even, let's say, spaz out if there's no technology in their parameter or in within their compass. You follow that, and it's a shame, but it's the reality we're living right now. It's like all these tech giants, Google, Facebook. Most of it is the 80, like 90% of the work is done by AI. Like there's no human being interaction. And if there's human being interaction, it's like one human being for like a million customers. You follow that. And that's only if the AI cannot handle the task and that you need a human being to handle the task. You follow that. And this is the life we're living in right now. You get me? Like what we said, don't believe I preach someone else. Check it out. This is what Rishi Sunak is saying. But we're having virtual NHS, AI NHS coming soon, or it's here already. You know what I mean? Like everything is just it's just taking place right now. Like what we said, 2022. There's no excuses now for 2023 because we already saw a preview since 2020 what's going on, and now we're in 2023. We're almost halfway through the decade, and obviously by 2020, everything is all gonna change. Now, I preach someone else not saying the people them that are listening on Omega, especially the elders, you probably are not even gonna make it to 2030. You've already lived your life, yeah. But it's the children, it's the future that are gonna suffer. You follow that? Like certain things have already been put in place for your generation, and that's why by 2030, your generation will be done, and it'll be more the next generation that they're gonna control. And you guys have had a good life because you're able to experience everything in analog. Now, my generation, everything is digital, and even that's come to an end. Like what we said, we're into the AI, which is beyond digital. You get me? If it's almost like quantum computing, quantum mechanics, which is a higher level of science. Anyway, so the time is now almost 9:50. We got spiritual doctor in the house, which is good. So it means High Priest Amun can have a rest and get ready for tomorrow. And yeah, we're kind of like what we said. We had a nap when we came home. We just collapsed, and we had to have a nap because we were just so tired. We were dying from the work, just heavyweight, lifting up heavy stuff, breaking tiles. You know what I mean? Breaking tiles. You think that's easy? Like you're using a hammer and like some sort of thingy, like that cuts. You know what I mean? You hit the hammer with this object, and it like breaks the tiles. And this is all manual handling. You get me? No machine. So you're doing it physically, mechanically. Yeah, mechanically. Yeah, not automatically, mechanically, manually. Anyway, so yeah, and that was most of the day, just breaking tiles and sweeping the tiles and that. And obviously, this is not High Priest someone else level, but it pays the bills. You get me? So that's why we had to do it. Or like what we said, we ain't been working for like 2 weeks or more. So yeah, that's what we were doing. So anyway, um, know your strength, know your power. Don't be, don't hesitate to go inside and know who you truly are. Um, Anyway, the time is like what we said, almost 9:52. We're gonna go and do a little freestyle. We're gonna do it. Yeah, and it's just practicing now. Like we're just gonna go off the top of our head and do the music. You follow that full time, so that's good. Anyway, so the score for Tottenham tonight was 4-0 Tottenham, which is good. Harry Kane 2 goals, Matt Doherty a goal, and Song as well. So all Pistons were firing tonight, which is good. So
FA Cup.
no Premier League. So yeah, so that's a good sign for us. So I'm glad that happened. Also, just to add quickly, gold has gone through the roof, and it's funny because High Priest someone else gold was taken for a very long time, and it's only now High Priest someone else got his gold back from some wicked people. Proper made man suffer, just steal man's gold, didn't want to give it back, but then had to give it back because the Most High told them to. And anyway, we got it back now, and gold has gone through the roof. Gold is like they're saying it's breaking records. How much gold is right now? An ounce of gold is 1,538 pounds for 1 ounce of gold right now. Now, when we bought gold, it was about 700 pounds at the time, and that was like about 5, 6, 7 years ago. And now it's like we've doubled our money. I know, and the problem with gold is that you don't want to melt it down because it's like you become attached to it, and gold only goes up. It never goes down. It will always go up. It will never crash. And even if it crashes, it's like it will just go down by maybe the maximum 100 pounds, and that's it. Like it will always inflate. The same way like there's inflation in the country, the same way the gold will inflate, and that's why it's something good to have. You know what I mean? It's always that's a good source of wealth. You see all this crypto business. You know what I mean? People are saying, yeah, it's coming back, it's coming back. They're trying to regulate it. Listen, until that day happens, you man are just quiet. Because back in that 2022, everybody was like, or 2021, 2022, oh, the crypto, oh, making money, oh, it's big money. like Bitcoin and all of that, and now every all of that stuff is crashing, and no one's talking about it anymore. Like it never existed. Okay, yeah. So that's it. Anyway, so now we're gonna do our little freestyle, and like what we said, we're just practicing now. Like we just want to get to a level where we don't even have to write the bars no more. More or less nowadays, we don't even write the lyrics anymore. We just more or less freestyle on a beat, and it comes out the product. But what's inspired us to do this is to become a musician now. Yeah, in terms of like a successful musician, you need to be releasing a track more or less every day if you really want to be a successful musician, like as an independent musician, an independent artist. You need to be releasing a track a day. How do you do that? I pre someone out. How can you release a track every single day? Well, the easiest way is you use jack beats on YouTube and you just freestyle or do covers on that. That's what we're trying to say. Right now, it's about being consistent. You cannot be releasing one single a month and think that's cutting it. You follow that because we're at the point now that everything is just in your phone, in your pocket, and there is so much competition that everybody's trying to get your attention, and it's hard to get people's attention. It's hard for even someone to focus for 10 seconds online on content. You get me? So that's why we're trying to say, like, if you're thinking like one, like even I pre someone out, that's what we're saying. Last year, we released how many projects did we release? Freedom, Stop the Violence, Freedom, Stop the Violence, and Revolution. So we only released 3 projects last year. So that's more or less a project every 4 months, more or less, which is not enough. Now, like we're not saying like those projects are different though. Those projects are more, you know, well produced and you get me, expensive projects. And that's how you go. Like everything is so cheap now that you don't even need to put in the effort anymore. Not like you shouldn't do it, but you get what we mean. Like if you want to keep up of what's going in this industry, you got to be releasing daily content. You get me? When you're on YouTube and you're following someone's channel or you're subscribed to their channel, they're releasing something every single day. If not every day, twice a day. You get me? That's how consistent you need to be for you to build your fan base or build your audience. So anyway, so we got this beat. It's a classic beat, Jewel of the Iron Mic. We're gonna play it now, and then Spiritual Doctor is gonna take over. So like we said, we're gonna freestyle. I'm just gonna do our own thing. So let's go, Metal Science. So yeah, Metal Science. Gonna freestyle now. 1 minute. Metal Science. Right, he's attacking. He's ready. He's ready to give you the facts, and he's ready to attack. We're going on air. We're giving you something clear. You don't listen. Come on, with your intuition. Yes. Now, in any situation, make sure you're not the one to blame. No, we don't want the fame. We want to be in our own lane. Checking. Yo, life is making us feel insane. Yeah, it's true. You have to go inside and feel yourself. You know that you're always gonna have high roller. Yeah, that's what we're talking about. You don't come in from the dome, and there's something that you need to know, and you will always go with the God's flow. Check it. It's almost time out. Time pieces out. Thank you. Let us say.
Media Radio, week on FM, news and views around your
After warnings from senior doctors that the NHS is under intolerable pressure, the Prime Minister has admitted
I mean,
patients
Ade from Hendon was just like, and Kane out. That's it.
It's all over.
It's all over.
Yeah. No, not really, because we got some nick there.
You get me? Like, we're not. You know what I mean? Just take them guys out, and that's it. Like I just said.
Well, that's one of the problems. We don't have a deep team. Some certain players don't want to be sitting on the bench.
Why is this going on?
No, but it's I hear that, but it's like.
Support package for
At the end of the day, we've got so many. We're playing FA Cup,
The Champions League.
Champions League.
An
You know what I mean? So the squad's not deep enough to be able to do all these things and play at top level.